Have you ever tried the Gamma World rule set?
That was my very first. When I was that first DM, because no one else had ever DM'd, we were playing Gamma World.
Huh.
Nice.
I've never been to Gamma World. I think I had friends who mentioned Gamma World. Were there like beastmen in Gamma World? Grus or not Grus? G-word of some kind, right?
There were lots of them, and GMs were encouraged to make more. Like
they were kind of like endlessly protean, right?
Yes.
Right.
So any animal could have been mutated. It was post-apocalyptic. There were all sorts of ruins from super high tech from long ago.
Right.
This was first edition Gamma World. I've played a couple different editions, and they became less high tech before the fall as we advanced through editions. It was fun. We were, in junior high school. We ended up doing a crossover with D&D, so there was actually a Hand of Vecna, one of the DMs introduced into Gamma World through the portal. But there were rules in, I think it was the first edition AD&D GM's guide on how to run Gamma World and D&D as a crossover.
Oh, really?
So of course we did it.
Yeah.
A couple people mentioned there's a long-standing, I guess it's a famous campaign involving the Head of Vecna.
Yes.
I love the Head of Vecna story.
Yeah,
The idea being that in order to use the Eye of Vecna, you have to take out your eye and replace it with the Eye of Vecna.
Right.
In order to use the Hand of Vecna, you have to cut off your hand and replace it with the Hand of Vecna. And so apparently a bunch of adventurers went after the Head of Vecna and then fought amongst themselves for who would have the privilege of cutting off their head so that they could replace it with the Head of Vecna.
Yeah, it's like you're not replacing your head with Vecna's head. You're giving Vecna a prosthetic body.
If I remember the context of that story, it was a campaign that had two opposing parties.
Oh.
And one party set up this whole dungeon and myth about a Head of Vecna in order to just basically take out the other role.
Right.
My favorite detail of that story is at the very end, they point out, nobody ever noticed that the Head of Vecna had two eyes.
Right.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so good.
So let's ask you about the City of Mist role-playing game. Is anybody familiar with that?
I'm not familiar.
M-Y?
No.
No, MIST. So
Sorry.
not the not based on the computer game, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, we do not know of that one. What else we got here?
Did we ever show you how that crap shot turned out you lent the books to us for?
I mean, I saw it.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lent.
Yeah.
I don't want those back.
Yes, thank you. Or they're on extended loan. Permanent extended loan.
Do you-
I think we can say gift.
Yeah, they're a gift now.